Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
One, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
11 coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. Forced out, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, what a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Even for a guy who many believe has become the standard in the league, Myles Garrett's 2021 was special. 16 sacks set a team record, and we're 3rd in the NFL, and he made first-team All-Pro to the surprise of no one.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The Browns at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games, because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum, because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Watson's throw taken in by Miller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Watson on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
12.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Back to Mixon on second down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Third and 2, now Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Love. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 12. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now Burrow on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Touchdown Bengals. Odell Beckham, 60 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, and now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
I'm one, ready?
And they go play action now. Burrow. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
A final shot before the break. Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 10. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
11 mighty.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
11. Go.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Burrow. Caught left side. It's Beckham. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to give that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals on the final play of the 3rd quarter have taken the lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I really like what he did there, because he took his practice work and converted it to game action, because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
11 minus. 11.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
On 1, right?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here we go, here we go.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 1, ready?
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Another one into the hand. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? No. This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T for him. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
They have three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
11 empty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Mixing up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And he got it. The kick is good, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Bengals, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.